Have your emotions ever taken a sudden turn for the worse during performance? Here we have Erik Cantona kicking a fan during a football match, which is a prime example of this. How can he control his emotions in a more suitable fashion? This is a question today's topic, reversal theory, aims to answer. This Digi-essay will explore the key themes of reversal theory, study how it's measured, examine practical issues and interventions, and critique it. Reversal theory is closely associated with many psychological states including anxiety and arousal due to its ever-changing nature within these variables. By noting various sources, we have come up with a team definition. Reversal theory, developed by Apter in 1982, explains the different ways in which people can associate arousal in sport participation. This was explained through the creation of metamotivational states, which are four pairs of polar opposites on continuums. It was believed that each individual fell in these continuums dependent on their preferred states of arousal during performance. Today we will be concentrating on the reversal between telic and paratelic states. The telic state is defined if the athlete is shown to exhibit seriousness, orientation towards a goal, and arousal-like avoidance. Paratelic state is shown to exhibit playfulness, activity orientation, and arousal-seeking behavior. This continuum is not fixed but fluid, so when an athlete finds themselves under or over-aroused, reversal must take place to correct the balance. Two measures of reversal theory will now be discussed. The state of mind indicator for athletes asks them to answer questions about their state of mind during earlier performance. It covers all four pairs of metamotivational states, and athletes select one of the statements that best indicate their state of mind during performance. Athletes' self-perception of their performance is measured while asking which state was most dominant during performance. Colquhoun and O'Donnell created the telic-paratelic state instrument, which solely focuses on the telic and paratelic pair and individual felt arousal. The 12-item questionnaire allows individuals to select telic and paratelic words which they feel have defined their performance. Both of these instruments, which effectively monitor metamotivational state pairs in athletes, are easily administered and repeated. Before an intervention takes place, care recommends the practitioner and client to partake in a climate setting phase, where they will become familiar with one another and aid in building rapport and comfortability. This supports Nolan, who states that establishing a client-practitioner relationship results in more beneficial support and higher determination and motivation is achieved. With this boost in comfortability, the sports psychologist will then be able to determine the specific metamotivational states that the therapy will support and also help them determine specific interventions that suit the client. Choosing an intervention can be a difficult process and relies on the prowess and intuition of the sports psychologist. For example, imagery may be useful to some athletes struggling to reverse from telic to paratelic by imaging back to a time where they really enjoyed their sport and felt more motivated. But some athletes struggle with accessing their imagination to do so. Kerr noted four aims of reversal theory interventions: to build in the athlete's power to reverse, to enhance the athlete's ability to reverse at the correct time, to change the athlete's bad habits when in a specific metamotivational state, and to decrease the possibility of a specific behavior that may limit future reversal patterns. An example of a specific intervention for Erik Cantona, who in the previous example was pinned in a telic state, would be using humour to reverse him into a more paratelic state. This may be introduced in many ways, dependent on the outcome of the climate setting phase and the sports psychologist's personal philosophy, which supports Smelly, who claims that a professional's philosophy directs their practice. Reversal theory receives distinction for its comprehensiveness, accounts for a large diversity of phenomena, and it includes several aspects that are covered in other motivational theories, much like a multi-tool. Although there is much empirical evidence and validity supporting the construct, there are still complications in regards to testability and precision, one of which is that within opposing states, there have been considerable frequency inconsistencies observed. Critical evaluation of reversal theory has been limited, and thus has led Murgatroyd to conclude that the approach and theory has merit and is worth further research. The future of reversal theory has extensive opportunities, however some themes may need imminent focus compared to others.